Hey guys, it's been jamming for days, and today I want to talk about gear fear and anxiety in Tarkov. As a newcomer to Escape from Tarkov and a longtime player of FPS and survival games, I found Tarkov provides an unparalleled immersive experience. No game has made me feel as tense or fearful as I felt readying up on my first raid. I did my research. I watched a few amazing content creators and gathered the knowledge I needed to survive. I practiced in offline mode to test kits and gunplay, learning the scav spawns and movement, but I still didn't feel ready. Even running as a hatchling, I still felt survival was paramount. I would sneak around and freeze at the smallest sounds, playing super passively. It was almost scarier to be completely helpless and equally frustrating when having a perfect opportunity but no weapon to take it. So I decided to start running a Makarov. 6,000 rubles wouldn't break the bank. As soon as I start to load in, my heart starts racing. The seconds feel like minutes and the countdown stalls on 0. Shove the Makarov in the Gamma, no risk. Still, absolutely terrified. I knew I wouldn't stand a chance against the kid at Juggernaut, but it was better than nothing. One notable time on Nighttime Factory, I went to loot a green crate outside the small hut with the body spawn and found another Mac, a free run. So I threw my loaded pistol in hand, threw my other Makarov in the Gamma, and crouch walked in to loot the body, mostly blind except for the dim-lit green chem light on the floor. I heard a whiff overhead and quickly swung around to see Sam fucking Fisher trying to play t-ball with my head. Proceeded to unload my Mac into his thorax and luckily took him down and yoinked his tag and that sweet, sweet NVG. The thing I learned from this encounter was to always bring a pistol, even if you feel you have to gamma it. It doesn't cost much, you're leveling your traders, and you're much more likely to take down a scav for some better gear. A few run-throughs of Nighttime Factory Office later and I turned a decent profit, enough to step up from a lowly Makarov to the glorious PP-19. I find it's not the action that scares me, that part's simple enough coming from an FPS background. Be aware, find an angle, point, and click. It's the feigning ominous silence that really starts to affect me on a psychological level. I know there are players around, but I don't hear them. Scavs are nowhere to be found as I shuffle around in boxes and filing cabinets, hoping to quickly secure the cost of my run. My thoughts fade in a cloud of adrenaline as I start to hear the crackle of glass. Whatever it is, it's coming for me. I wouldn't dare make a sound aside from setting up the Coleman grill in my campsite. I would hold an angle and wait, sometimes lucky enough to avoid combat or grab a small kit and escape. More often than not, this sneaky playstyle would get me killed by much more aggressive players with little to no benefit to myself. I was too afraid to rush high-value loot spawns, and I didn't trust my gut. So, for a while, my life in Tarkov was lived mainly in offline mode. The gear fear was too much. It wasn't about losing the gear in a good fight, more so losing it for a stupid reason, because I wasn't prepared. Factory was my second home. I knew it well enough to run nighttime raids without any light. I mentally noted where different sound cues were and pondered the best way to approach a situation. With this knowledge, I gained the slightest bit of confidence. It wasn't much, but I felt mostly competent in my basic abilities. The rest would come with real experience. After a lot of practice and watching content creators play, I decided to change up my playstyle. I started acting a lot more aggressively, more unpredictable, sprinting to get to a good position and quickly securing loot. To my surprise, I managed to kill a few scavs and extract with a modest profit most of the time. Unfortunately, this playstyle had its drawbacks as well. I would still be mowed down by the experienced veterans of Tarkov. But it was a vast improvement from hiding in the corner after hearing my own footsteps and slow crouch walking between large distances as a precautionary measure. Do you know the Mosin Man? Even with all this experience, I still feel exhausted after every raid. My heart still races when I accumulate even the smallest value of gear. I still feel value for my survival, even if I don't risk anything. But I came to learn that one decent run was enough to pay for 3 bad ones. I started to play better because of it. Fear has definitely held me back in Tarkov, and I'm still working to overcome it. This is one of, if not the most immersive game I have ever played. No game has ever made me feel so strongly, and for that reason alone, I recommend you give it a try. Live within your means, and you'll never go broke in Tarkov. Play how you want, have fun, and you'll never regret losing. And this is the end of the commentary for this video. Thank you guys so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe for more. This video took a really long time to make, and your support is much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of this raid, and afterwards, go load up and rage out, man. Go have some fun. Just remember, you gotta spend money to make money.
Барыгам, а потом по... гнида! Хуйло! Вот хуйло! Конец тебе! Вон он упырь!